Hello. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at this marginal cost question. So it says, in deciding to set up a new manufacturing plant, company analysts have decided that a linear function is a reasonable estimate for the total cost C of X in dollars to produce X items. They estimate the cost to produce 10,000 items is $547,500. And the cost to produce 50,000 items is $737,500. So we're going to find the formula for C of X, and then we're going to find the fixed cost, etc., etc. Okay, so let's work on finding the formula. Okay, so the assumption is that we are going to find a linear function, so let's write down what that means. So that means that our cost function is going to be a linear function, so it's going to be some slope times x plus some constant. Okay, so we have to use the information given here to find these quantities. So first thing we'll find is the slope. Okay, so to do that, we see that the slope is going to be equal to the following. Okay, so it's going to be 737,500 minus the 547,500. That's the difference in the y coordinates. And then we're going to be subtracting our 50,000. Okay, minus 40,000. Nope, 10,000, sorry. A little calculation in my head. So if you do this calculation, what you're going to find out is that you get this 4.75. Okay. All right, moving along here. So therefore, we now can write down our cost function again. So the cost of producing X items is given by 0.75 times X plus this unknown quantity B. Okay, so to find, to determine what B is, we're going to use the fact that if we plug 10,000 into our function C of X for X, then out pops this 547,500. So here we go. Okay, so the second bit of information tells us that what were those numbers here again? Okay, all right. So if I plug in 10,000 for X, what pops out is 547,500. Okay, so I'll do some calculations now. So this is equal to, okay, 7, 5, 1, 2. How far do I move that over? Okay, there's 3 zeros, so I'm going to be going 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's correct. All right, plus B. Plus B. So then doing the subtraction, we see that B is equal to this 500,000. Okay, very nice. Okay, so that tells us that our cost function here is given by 4.75x plus this 500,000. Okay, let me now go back and see what questions we want to have answered here. Okay, so we did that. We found the function C of X. Oh, the fixed cost. What is that? Well, that is defined to be the cost of producing 0 items. So if we plug in X equals 0 into our model, we see that the fixed costs are $500,000. You can see that from this line right here. Let's see. It says find the total cost of producing 100,000 items. Okay, so to do that, really that translates into just saying, let's find C of what happens when I plug in to my function 100,000. Now let's see, what do we get there? Okay, doing that, if I look at my function, what do we have here? Okay, what you'll see is if I put a 100,000 in there, I'll do that right here. So C of the cost of 100,000 is equal, do I have enough zeros there? I just have that problem here. So I don't know if you share in that. Yeah, I guess I need, okay, that's why we do that. Okay, that's 100,000, all right. Okay, so it's, right, okay, times 100,000 plus 500,000. Okay, then what we can see, what's this blob? Well, it was from an earlier test. So if you do the calculation, erase this, what you see is you get what? That's 475,000 there is the first term there, right? So let's see, 475,000 plus 500,000 gives us 975,000. So that would be the cost of producing 100,000 items. And let's see, then it says, okay, find the marginal cost of the items to be produced in this plant. And it says, and what does this mean to the manager? Okay, so here's what we need to know. The marginal cost is, by definition, it's the slope of this line. It's this M. Now what this means, outside of mathematics, to the manager, is that if you look at this number, that M is exactly the cost of producing an additional item, one more item. So we can look at that. The quantity here is this 4.75. So the idea is that each additional item would cost $4.75 to produce. Okay, so I hope this helps you, and there'll be something like this on the exam for sure. So make sure you understand these terms. Okay, thank you.